Kenneth Okonkao is a legal practitioner based here in Abuja, and of course, a politician who made his name in the Nollywood industry in the popular, very popular play Living in Bondage as Andy Okeke. Good to have you on set today.
Thank you very much, and thank you, viewers, for joining us.
All right, let's start this way. Interesting way anyway. Former presidential candidate of the Labour Party insinuated on his appearance on one of the television stations that you kind of betrayed him. That was the implication of his comments. How do you respond or react to that?
Well, let's put it this way. Any politician that knows what he's doing cannot be betrayed by anybody. If there is anybody that betrayed the other, I can say it emphatically that P2B betrayed me. You know, when we started 2023, it was an organic movement. Every Nigerian wanted a change. Every Nigerian was dissatisfied with the way things were going. And everybody wanted a change. And so, we and Nigerians felt that there is a new thing that is appearing in the horizon. And because I'm a man looking for the security and welfare of Nigerians, not any politician or any political party, I was sold to it. Nobody drafted me into following the movement. I followed the movement myself. And so, when I was chosen to be a spokesperson, I honored it. And then we continued. And everybody knew what I did and my contribution. Because one thing about being a spokesperson is that you are out there. So whatever you're doing is in the public. So whatever you're contributing when you're a spokesperson is out there in the public. And we did. And we achieved what we believed we achieved. And we believe that we won the election. Then after that, what happened? We believe that we were denied. We went to court, up to Supreme Court, and we believe that we did not get justice. Now, our leaders say, calm down. And that was how that chapter ended. What then happened after that? If you did what you did in 2023, if you are a brilliant politician, what you should do is to start preparing, start consolidating for 2027. And the first platform you start with is your party. In Nigeria, there's no room for independent candidacy. So you must have a party, a political party as your platform. And when we moved into Labour Party, nobody was interested in the structure of the Labour Party because we moved in for the election. So nobody even wanted to ruffle any structure of Labour Party. That was why when people wanted to assault Labour Party, I took it that they wanted to assault our electoral chances, and I fought fiercely against that. When you hear all those other factions fighting Labour Party then, and we always succeeded. Then after that, there now came a convention where we needed now to start showing the world whether we are serious in building a virile democratic party or not. Whatever you told the world before 2023 will not matter in 2027, because there will be no new thing you will tell them. It is what you do from 2023 to 2027 that they will judge you with. And I raised the advice that we said we are fighting against the structure of criminality. We said we are better off, even if we lose, doing the right thing than winning doing the wrong thing. That this is the litmus test. And then when we entered into the convention, I, as the spokesperson, was not even informed about the convention. I saw it leaked when the letter was leaked in the social media. But because I was not interested in being an executive of Labour Party or being interested in any elective post, I was like, I wanted to keep quiet until Peter Obi himself came out publicly to say the people that are doing this convention did not consult people. This convention should not go on. This convention should not go on. And then the convention went on after warning them. And then, knowing the consequence that a leader has said something and the people did not follow the leader, the next thing is that the leader ought to embark on doing something to ensure that his order was obeyed. I called Peter Obi privately. You made this public statement. Do you mean it? Or was it a political statement? Because I have no dog in this fight. And then he said, he meant it. Can't I see that he did not even attend the convention? And I'm like, what a cheek. What gave these people the power to continue when our leader has spoken? And that was when I came out to say that convention is illegal and is null and void, and presented my facts by law, because in fairness it was an illegal convention. That was how I said, no, it can't stand. Then you, the Peter Obi that said that, after a little while, they went and lied to Peter Obi that INEC has accepted them. That was a lie they told him. And then Peter Obi surreptitiously went back to them. And I'm like, sir, you have made a public statement on integrity. Even if INEC has accepted these people, that is not a criterion for you to go back and start dealing with them, because these people have shown that they are not democratic. If you go back to them, they will destroy your political career, and everything you have said about integrity and everything will die. That these people are now agents in the hand of the government to destabilize you, that you should not try it, and that since you have made a public statement and we have started acting on it, if we go back, it's going to affect our integrity. Me, I don't go back, because not only that you said it, it is true that what they did was absolutely illegal and unconstitutional. If you go back to them, I will not go back to you. I will not go back with you. And you know what? I called all the people that were in the inner circle and told them the same. Look at what our guy is trying to do. He wants to go back with the Abure people. If he does it, he's not going to go back with me, because I do not swallow back my words. And after saying all those things, within like 72 hours, he went back to Abure's office to publicly endorse them. And when he was there talking to them, one of the leaders in that executive sent me the video to mock me that the person I'm fighting for against them has come to their office to endorse them. What am I waiting for? That was the first time I made a public statement that I disassociate myself from anything Abure and his executive. And that was the last time I sat down with Peter Obi to talk. And then we continued, because I told Peter Obi, if because they lied to you, or even they told you that INEC, because then he didn't know they lied to him, but I know, being a lawyer, I said, assuming without considering that INEC has even recognized them, INEC recognized Tinubu, so why not let us go back with him? So I told him, because one philosopher Alan Kasdan, he said, never compromise your principles, even if it will lead to difficulty in the short term. Never compromise your principles, even if it will lead to problems, to difficulties in the short term. That's my policy. So if INEC recognize them and you know they did the wrong thing and you want to go with them, then you are a politician of convenience, not a politician of conviction. And I told him, you are going into a problem. And so we continued. I disassociated myself and continued on that platform. It dawned on him, because when he went to endorse them, he saw the backlash. Then he said no, he's looking for reconciliation. I said fine, that is still a very good escape route for him, if he can, maintain it and distance himself from them. It was when INEC now publicly disassociated itself from Julius Aburi. That was when Obi now came out and became neutral. And I'm like, sir, you cannot be neutral on this issue. Something has to be done. And then, even when INEC disassociated themselves, Labour Party did not have leadership and confusion was breeding everywhere. I said, sir, you cannot be neutral. You have to say something. NLC had a meeting and all of us came there, and he said he prefers to sit on the fence. And I'm like, hold on. In front of everybody, I said, sir, this is not something you can sit on the fence. A leader must take a decision. And he insisted he prefers to sit on the fence. And I said, okay. When he left, all the people there, we are so annoyed. I still begged them. I said, please, because I know that his political career is on the line. I still begged them. I said, please, let's write a letter to him and still give him time to take decision. Because everybody wanted to implement whatever is his wish. Because people were fighting for him. We wrote a letter to him and still gave him some time. He still did not reply at all. That was when we came up with the caretaker committee idea. It was my brainchild. I went into the constitution and I told them, the NWC having been rejected, this is the only choice we have legally. And that was how it was carried. And then Alex Oti, the governor Alex Oti, took it upon himself because he's a more decisive person. And then organized the woman here trip where they, chose and Obi came and announced the caretaker chairman. After that day, Julius Abure people went to court. Obi even told them that if they go to court and win, he will support them. After he's announcing the caretaker committee, and they went to court and won. And Obi abandoned the caretaker committee and started working with them. I was still maintaining my stand. I still told the whole world. I said the High Court decision is not according to the law. Because I'm a minister in the Temple of Justice. And our first rule in professional conduct is that we are trained to uphold the rule of law. Abure went to Court of Appeal. As in, the caretaker committee went on Court of Appeal. And Abure won. By then, Obi had made up his mind that these people are the authentic one. And he was working with them. The gubernatorial election in Anambra State, it was Abure people that brought the candidate of Labour. Obi worked with them on that. And then, I made it clear, after the Court of Appeal decision, and I saw that Obi is still working with these people. Remember, they asked the legal advisor of Labour Party openly, and he said Obi is working with them. Within the time they went to court, I maintained my stand that the High Court and the Court of Appeal, they are in error, because that did not accord to the law, because the law is very clear. The Supreme Court has held that the court does not have any jurisdiction to interfere in the internal affairs of political parties. And I say this is the position of the law. And the High Court and the Court of Appeal erred in law. And that even if they go to Supreme Court, and Supreme Court holds that they are right, I am done with Labour Party, because I have seen what they are doing, and that's not what should be done, and my principle will not allow me, knowing that they are not doing the right thing, to follow them. So I resigned from the Labour Party, because I said, whatever is the decision of the Supreme Court, whether it is for caretaker or for Abure them, I do not think I want to work with this set of politicians that do not have principle. And throughout the time I worked with Obi, I never worked with any politician whatsoever. And I'm making a public statement. When I was in PDP, I never consulted and worked with any politician outside PDP. When I was in APC, the same thing. When I was in Labour Party, the same thing. So I resigned from Labour Party. And then, when the Supreme Court gave judgment, that was when Obi remembered again the caretaker committee. Caretaker committee was in abeyance. I was the one who even going to the press when they asked me anything, defending them. Even when I resigned from Labour Party. Because as you know, I'm a public affairs analyst. And I state the facts anytime as clear as possible. So when the Supreme Court gave judgment, it was in favor of the caretaker committee. That was when Obi came back. And when we had that meeting, he said, let us take the CTC to INEC. And they went to INEC. And then they took the CTC there. Yet INEC did not do anything. INEC was delaying. And since then, what has he done? So the issue here is that Obi, when he said that somebody betrayed him, it is not true. Obi is the one betraying himself. And let me tell you the gospel truth. Nobody is murdering Obi's political career. Obi is committing political suicide. And I mean it. Because I recall when we were campaigning, I went to the national office. When I saw their mindset, and pleaded with every member of Labour Party that nobody should campaign or endorse any candidate who is not a member of Labour Party. Till today, when I was Labour Party, I did not endorse any candidate from councillorship to the presidency. The same will be endorsed candidates of other political parties publicly. The gubernatorial